We've got Kara Gregan with us this morning. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so we're doing abstract intuitive art.
That's right.
I'm terrified.
That's okay. A lot of people don't know what that is.
Don't be scared.
Yeah, don't be scared.
Okay.
The best part is you can't do it wrong.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Okay,
You already
all right.
have an A+.
Just so you know, organization is Courtney's favorite
That's
thing.
why I
so
say
we're
it's
gonna need her
scary.
to let go here a little bit.
Because you want me to be all relaxed, release.
well,
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's kind of a fun practice though, right? Because we're always so organized.
Yeah.
And so like on a plan and agenda. Intuitive painting is about kind of letting that go
Ooh,
and letting things kind of flow and be free.
Okay.
Which how often do we get to do that?
Okay. All right.
So you have paint on your palette.
Okay.
And we're using acrylic paints, and these paints dry really quickly, so we can layer them.
Okay.
So go ahead and pick a brush if you want.
Okay. Do you recommend one? Like,
No, you know what? Just pick whatever
Okay.
one's calling to
I got
you.
this
That's
big one.
part of like the fun part of intuitive painting.
Oh.
Is you can do whatever you want.
Whatever you want. Okay. Okay.
So go ahead and like your goal in the beginning is to just get paint on the canvas, like any way you want.
I got excited because I squirted that color and it's gorgeous.
Ooh, yes.
Okay.
Silver.
All right. Okay.
So it's so fun to play with the colors and see how the colors work together.
Okay.
And you're just like getting to know the canvas in the beginning. And then as the paint layers, it will kind of like draw you to a new decision.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So you
I
don't
like
have to worry about
this.
making a mess in the beginning. That's actually the funnest part.
I like this. Okay, and so if I want a
very
different
cathartic.
color now,
Go for it.
is this okay? Is it
So
dry
you-
enough though for me to add another color?
You can use dip.
Okay.
Yeah,
When I
dip
dip,
in
you
the
dip, you
water
dip?
to clean your brush if you want.
Okay.
And then you
Wipe
can
it on
add
this
another
napkin?
color. It might mix a little if it's
Okay.
still really wet, but like it depends how thick your
Okay.
paint is. So
okay.
really get like paint all over your canvas. That like
More
gets
paint.
you started. in
See,
the
look, I'm already
beginning.
like, I don't know what to do. It's too
Yeah,
much.
and you can
Okay.
use water to kind of spread your paint out too if you want. There's different ways you can play with how you move your brush.
This is nice.
It's so fun, like just the motion of it.
Yeah.
Doesn't it feel good?
So the goal is to go into it without a plan.
That's right. It's
Okay.
to like release that plan,
Okay.
release it, and like just let yourself paint
Yeah.
and be creative. Kind of like channeling your inner child, right?
I like that. I like that idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you teach classes like this.
Yes, I teach these classes in various areas in Sacramento, different venues, and it is just about releasing that perfectionism that we all hold on to.
Yeah.
And
I
it's,
think I made a strawberry.
I'm liking what you're doing a lot. See, you're
It
getting
does look
into it.
strawberry-ish. Well, now I want strawberries.
Yeah, go for what's calling you.
Yeah.
That's the way you do it. And then as we layer with the paints, you'll end up with this really cool abstract painting.
Now you also brought in some tools.
Yes, so we're using brushes right now. I also love to use like random things you find around the house.
Yeah.
Because they make really cool marks. Like this guy, I think it's a cooking tool of some kind.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like breaking up ground meats.
Yeah, I think so. But I saw it and I was like, oh, let's see what this mark makes. Like, this is fun. And
Oh, I
it's all
dig
about
that.
having fun. And then because acrylic paints are so easy to layer, you can kind of see that's less dramatic than I thought it would be. But let's try a different
How
color.
did you get started painting?
I started in high school. I started just always, it was something I always loved to do.
Yeah.
And then I always thought I had to paint something specific.
Yeah.
And then probably about like 10, 15 years ago, I got more into abstract and this idea of like just kind of painting to see where it takes you and opening yourself up to that creative process. And so I've been doing that ever since. I've been teaching classes I started with like paint and sip classes. And
Yeah,
I still do
yeah.
some of those.
Those are fun.
Those are really fun.
You said I could use this balloon?
Yes, use the
Thing?
balloon.
Okay.
Yeah, just dip it in your paint and like see what kind of mark
I
it
love how
makes.
you get excited
It's so
with the
fun.
idea of doing something different.
Yes. I mean, it's fun. Try
Oh,
it.
this is fun.
Oh, are you doing a scrape?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like these paints are so easy to use that you can do all kinds of stuff like bubble wrap. I love bubble wrap too. This is a
Bubble
really
wrap
fun.
is good for everything.
Yeah, and we always have so much of it, right?
Exactly.
So it's so fun to like put it to good use, and I just paint it, and it makes a really cool mark.
Right on. Okay, so we mentioned you've got some classes coming up.
Yes.
How can folks find where you're teaching these classes?
Yes, so my website, CaraEmilia.com, I list all of my classes.
Okay.
I'm also on Instagram, Cara Emilia Art, and because I don't have a in-person studio,
Yeah.
I'm like, I bounce around. So the best place is my website to
Oh, we
see
love that.
like where I'm gonna be.
Well, we're
and where
gonna
the classes are.
Make it super easy and link your website to ours, gooddaysacramento.com, under
Oh,
show
that's
info
awesome.
and today's date.
I don't want to stop.
Isn't it fun?
Well, you
Yeah.
know what? How about we just keep going through the commercial
Yeah.
break?
Just keep painting.
Does mine say anything about me? Can you read anything from this?
Oh, I like it.
That's cool. Put that in
Yeah,
a frame,
those are cool marks on there.
It's an
I dig it.
original.
just like you
And
are.
You are an artist. You get to decide everything about these paintings.
You're an artist, darling. All right, stick around. We got more Good Day coming up on the other side of this self-expressive break.